Hi guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome back to another video of ours. This is your review of Waterford FC and Cobh Ramblers, in which Waterford FC won by 2 goals to 1 after extra time. This was an absorbing contest. It really was from start to finish, and it really could have went either way. You had chances, you had good saves, you had misses, you had intensity, you had tense, you had nearly everything in this, and both teams really did put it in. And well done, first of all, to Waterford FC for getting through the tie. It was a very difficult tie. I did say if they weren't up for the fight, they could be in trouble here, because Cobh certainly were up for the fight, and Waterford matched that, to be fair to them as well, and maybe just about deserved to get through after extra time. And obviously they'll go on to play Cork City now in the promotional relegation final, which will be in Tallaght Stadium, by the way, this Friday. I will preview that, and I'll also be going to that game as well. So looking forward to that. But the game itself, Cobh supposed to had a chance early on where Brendan Frahill headed it over the bar, and it was a free kick from the left hand side, and he got up. And look, it was, I don't think it would trouble the goalkeeper Sargent, but he did very well actually to get over that. And that was just before half time. Second half, it exploded then, didn't it, really, because it was a goal in the first minute. And Bagley does brilliantly. First of all, a brilliant tackle. Roy Keane, and Roy Keane was there watching in Turner's cross. A brilliant tackle on Jack Doherty, who's a very dangerous player for Cobh, gets the ball head up. Beautiful pass to Ronan Coughlin, who gets in between the defenders. Lovely touch from Coughlin, and he finishes with aplomb. And, Waterford looked like we're on their way. Ronan Coughlin, a fantastic strike right in front of the Waterford fans. And you think at this point that maybe Waterford might go on and get a second goal, but that didn't happen, to be fair. And I'm actually just looking some of the highlights now as well. I've already seen them, but there was a few scrambles as well. Like Turner's Cross pitch, wasn't great condition. I thought at one point earlier on in the week that this may not go ahead because the weather forecast is supposed to be poor. Probably wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. And Turner's Cross has really cut up the week before and that. But now I'm just looking at the goal again. It's a super tackle by Bagley. If you ITV guys, if you haven't seen even any of the highlights, go and watch it. And it's a lovely ball he plays over the top. Great touch by Coughlin. Composure picks a spot, and someone with the amount of goals, over 30 goals he scored this season in all competitions, you'd expect him to score that. But when you're scoring goals, it's always made look easy, isn't it? And that touch is always the touch. First touch is always crucial, isn't it? It's a brilliant touch, and Waterford, obviously, fans very happy just looking at there. No, it's brilliant. But with a couple of minutes to go, no, it's a brilliant strike. You really like that strike. Right in front of the Waterford fans, who've had a lot of heartache and disappointment, haven't they, in the playoffs. But then with a couple of minutes to go, Waterford had sat back at this point. I'll just pause that now before I talk about the Cobh goal, which I'm watching as well. Waterford did sit back a bit and invite pressure, and Cobh certainly put them under pressure. But their equaliser, a bit super subbish. Luke Desmond to come on. I spoke during the week how their bench is actually stronger than I've seen Cobh in years, and Luke Desmond came on, and speculative effort, it has to be said. He is going for a shot, but it finds its way to McKevitt, and he also came on as a sub. I think it was Doherty initially at the touch, but it's kind of a bit of a bicycle kick for McKevin. He just wants to get it on target, and he does, and it's in the back of the net. And the Cobh Ramblers fans go mad at the shed end, which is unusual. It's usually the Cork fans, of course, but great scenes, great to see as well. Like Cobh getting a crowd like that, to be honest. And I know crowds have been up everywhere across the league, but no, it's fantastic to see. Yeah, Desmond cuts in. He is definitely looking for a shot, no doubt about it. He miscues it, but it's kept in. I'm not sure who keeps that in, actually. It might have been Brown, but it's a brilliant finish, isn't it, by McKevitt, to be fair. Brilliant finish. There's 3 Waterford players in the line, including the goalkeeper Sargent. They can't do anything about it. McKevitt sent the game to extra time, and it was 1-1. And if you're a Waterford fan, you're probably getting a bit nervous now. You're thinking momentum has swung, momentum has switched, and the pressure's on now type thing. But in the second half, there were some good chances. There were some good saves with the goalkeepers as well. And it's a great save from Stacey. We spoke about his experience before, but that was the first kind of big save in extra time from Stacey, as I said, and Dara Power gets into the box, good touch, good ball across, gets head off. McMenemy probably thinks he scores. Yeah, if he finds the corner, he probably definitely scores, but a bit of pace on it. Stacey has to react, and I suppose the winning goal. I'll talk about that in a minute, but the winning goal because it comes in the back of Cobh having a brilliant chance, doesn't it? Alec Byrne, former Cork City player as well, a great chance, and these are the fine margins. Just looking at it again, he does well. Wilson, Waru knocks it out to him. Byrne makes a good run, good touch. It's a good save by Sargent, has to be said. And normally in those situations, I kind of say the forward needs to be scoring. I still think he needs to be scoring, but it's not the worst effort in the world, even for a 1-on-1. And I think, just looking at it again, it is a really, really good save. And Wilson, he comes around the corner, and yeah, the only criticism I'd have of Byrne really there is maybe if he hit it a bit earlier, the goalkeeper wouldn't have been able to narrow down the angle. But it's a really good save. And then Waterford spring a counter attack. And they kind of made a bit of a mess of it. Bagley kind of plays it down the left and shows too much of it to Wilson Morrow, who knocks it out for a corner. But obviously, from the corner, Shane Griffin whips it in, and Captain Fantastic Phillips rises above everyone. Just looking at that chance again, it comes up. It's a good save. Yes, he could clip it, but in the heat in the moment and stuff like that, it's still a good save. But Griffin's corner, this is immediately really as well, whips it in, and Phillips, the captain, gets up and meets it and makes it 2-1. And it's a very good header. Obviously, Cole would be disappointed. Waterford would be delighted. I felt this could go either way, and I think the way the game panned out, it had that within it that it could have went either way. Even the winner for Waterford, as I said, Cobh literally could have made it 2-1 there, and the Cobh probably win the match if Byrne scores that chance. And literally the other end of the pitch in Waterford get that goal and just do enough to go through. Just do enough to go through. Where they play Cork City now, which is an intriguing tie. I'll talk about that later on the week. I don't want to say too much on that now because I want to preview that. But look, it's ultimately been a fantastic season for Cobh. To finish third in the first division, Keegan's done an amazing job there, along with Fran Rocket actually, who obviously was part of Waterford basically. But an amazing job there. The difficulty now for Cobh is how can they better or equal that. That's always the tough challenge, and that will be tough next year. There's no doubt about that. It will be tough. There's no doubt. But I can see them being competitive at the very least next year, and certainly challenging amongst the playoffs. So really good season. I don't think they'll be too downhearted down there. Waterford, they just march on really, but it's a massive game against Cork City in Tallaght Stadium. It's going to be interesting that. But fair play to Waterford. Commiserations to Cobh. Both teams, I have to say, really gave it their all. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're a Waterford fan, a Cobh fan, just a fan of the League of Ireland, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.